Hello, friends, family, and foes. Today I'm going to tell a story how I accidentally made a film about the Backrooms without even knowing. So, the year was 2021, and I was now a fully fledged filmmaker. And what that means is I had just finished production of my second feature film. A year prior to 2021, I had moved out of my hometown, which was Doncaster, towards the end of 2019. I came back looking to reap the benefits of living with my parents. I thought if I could come back and save up enough money to buy a boat, I could cut back on bills. I could cut back on expenditure. So I came back into the area of Doncaster. Now, when I left Doncaster, there was no film scene. If you wanted to get a film made, you were advised to jump on a train and go to London. You were advised to change city. So on coming back to Doncaster, I guess I kind of returned with a little reputation in my pocket now. I wasn't just a feature film director, I was also a writer. I also hosted podcasts. I'd shot music videos. So around that period, I was quite sought after. I was advised to speak to a guy who was the new head of film in the area. It was his job to try and change the culture of Doncaster.
Shortly arriving at Morpeth.
He came up with this idea of, how about we shoot a film in the Dome? Now, for those who don't know anything about Doncaster, the Dome is a famous landmark in the area. It's probably the most iconic landmark in the area. The Dome is a leisure park. The one thing what has always impressed me about the Dome is the building. The building was always, in my opinion, ahead of its time. Even the building today, I was aged 24 when I would shoot a film in the Dome. Even the building today is impressive. I would spend the majority of my childhood going to the Dome. It was the biggest excitement of the week. The slides were iconic, the pool was iconic, the warmth of the swimming pool when you entered the leisure centre was iconic. There would be a number of bands, artists, comedians, wrestlers, even Robot Wars. had a showcase at the Dome. The Dome really was the first place that expanded my imagination as a kid. It expanded my imagination in terms of the architecture of the building and in terms of the fun had inside those walls. So of course, I snatched at the opportunity to shoot a film in the Dome. The idea we came up with was to shoot a film in black and white, a science fiction film, a dystopia future where, well, we kind of added the backstories went along, where an unexplained phenomenon, an unexplained disaster had sort of wiped out the human race, and this incredible building was still alive, and we would go in to the building and show you this abandoned leisure centre. The shooting schedule was 1 day. We had 4 hours to get into the Dome, film as much as we could, and then leave. We got access that, as a kid, I dreamed of having access. For me, it was the most surreal experience of my life. I could see myself as a kid going down the water slides, and then here I am, a filmmaker with the opportunity to make a science fiction dystopia art piece for the town. Sadly, it was the post-production of the film what was bogged down with politics to do with the area, with bad management and sabotage.
So someone goes,
The film never did get played in the area. It hurt a lot, because the Dome was a piece of me, and I wanted to reimagine the Dome and share it with everybody who grew up with the Dome in Doncaster.
here, when you're ready, man. Do you want to do it on the laptop or something? Let me know what you want to do, how you want to do it.
I soon forgot about the film. It ended up just sitting on an old hard drive. But it keeps bugging me. Like an itch. I have to do something with this film. Should I contact the Doncaster Free Press
2 seconds, we'll see what's going on. Just come back
and start a watch party so people from Doncaster can enjoy the film? Or should I just put it on the internet for the world to enjoy? I chose the latter. Six months later, after finishing the project and taking the loss of not getting it shown in the area, I was just scrolling through Reddit and I found the creepypasta that is known as the Backrooms. Now, I bet you're thinking I'm going to make a comparison to what I had shot and the creepypasta. That's not where I'm going to make the comparison. The comparison I'm going to make is, I've had many dreams of being trapped in the Dome. as a kid. And when I go back through the footage, now a lot of the footage is deliberately artificial. You can tell that somebody's holding their camera. That was an artistic choice. But it was also to put you, the viewer, in the driving seat of being abandoned in this huge leisure centre. The more and more I look at the Backrooms, the more and more my own work creeps me out. Especially when I think of the dreams I had as a kid. So I conclude by saying, maybe the Backrooms isn't just a creepypasta. Maybe it's an idea. Maybe it's our subconscious trying to tell us something. The way we shot this film, Kaika. I'm not really sure where that title came from. I was just getting ready to type the folder name for the media files, and Kaika came into my head, and I liked it. I liked the title with 2 kicking Ks.
I'm going to watch this just now.
But the way I shot it, and the way I scored it, and the way I grained the footage up, it was almost instinctual, like I'd seen this place before. In fact, as I was making the film, I was trying to uncover the visions I had as a kid. So I think the Backrooms are actually really just an expression of art that represents our subconscious.
But certainly not going down to the phone box on a freezing cold dark night. Don't miss that at all.